The ointment mill is used to reduce the particle size. It has 3 rollers that move in opposite direction, and as the ointment passes through it, the particle size will be reduced. Most ointment mills have a hopper. If you're using a large amount of material, such as a large amount of ointment or powders or liquid emulsions, a hopper is useful in that it will channel the large amount of material down to the back roller. We're using only 100 grams of ointment in this lab, so we'll remove the hopper. The other part that we need to look at is the screws that are on the front. These adjust the distance between the 3 rollers. The front dial changes the distance between the front and middle roller, and the back dial changes the distance between the middle and the back roller. Extend the dial to both ends and then set in the middle. Changing these settings will result in a different particle size and may be desirable depending on the final product that you wish to have. The power button to the ointment mill is in the lower portion of this panel. When you get ready to apply your ointment to the ointment mill, there are 2 things that I need to point out to you. The first thing is you apply the ointment on the back roller. Do not put your spatula up over the rollers. Keep your spatula down and your hand down as you apply the ointment. You will see that the roller will quickly remove the ointment from your spatula. The second has to do with safety. Ladies with long hair, gentlemen with ties, or if you have anything around your neck that dangles when you lean over. There's a tendency to watch this because it's new and you don't pay attention to these kinds of things. If they get caught in the rollers, they will be pulled through the instrument. If something like that should happen, the power switch is right here. That is the first thing for you to turn off. Don't try to rescue the person or the instrument. Turn the power off. We have 100 grams of the ointment to apply to the ointment mill. We'll do it in 2 or 3 different applications. Here is our first application. Hold the spatula down toward the back of the instrument and gently touch to the ointment mill. You will notice that the ointment was pulled from your spatula and is moving through the mill. Bring your second application and do the same thing. Do not put your spatula up over the top of the rollers. You will notice on the collection plate that the ointment is coming out after being passed through the ointment mill. In our third and final application, use the same procedure. Keep your spatula down, let the ointment mill take the ointment, and continue to pass through the mill. When you are finished with the ointment mill and it has milled your ointment, turn the power off, collect your ointment, and then clean the machine using alcohol to pour through the rollers. After running your ointment through the ointment mill, pour alcohol through the mill while the rollers are moving. This will help clean. Pour on the back roller. You will notice that the alcohol quickly passes through the mill and comes down the collection plate. For small batches, it's generally sufficient to add 25 or 30 mils of alcohol. For large batches, you may have to add much more. After it has been cleaned with alcohol, turn the ointment mill off. Remove the 2 hopper guides. And the collection plate. These will need to be washed separately or wiped clean. To replace the collection plate back on the machine, pull the level down and put the 2 arms on the pins that are exposed. For the hopper guides, just slide them into the holes that are available and move them in toward the machine.